So guys, in a recent interview, the interviewer tried to catch out Andrew and tried to get him to make a mistake. If you do want to join the reel, we'll leave a link in the description.
Andrew?
Yes.
Have you lied in any moment during this interview?
Yes. And I think that if we inspire the young men of the world today, we can build a better future. I think that young, disciplined, energetic, hardworking men are always going to build the best society.
Andrew?
Yes.
Have you lied in any moment during this interview?
Yes.
When?
When you asked me how many cars I had. That was a lie.
Okay.
The rest of it was true.
Sure.
Positive.
Have you ever lied about this case?
I have no need to lie. I really have nothing to lie about. Lie about what? The two victims who say they're not victims, who say this is stupid, let us go. Like,
what if some others will appear?
It's been a long time they've been trying to make others appear. That's what they've been trying to do with the media, trying to find them. I've been investigated by DCALT, which is a very competent federal agency, and they've been working in contingent with other federal agencies from other countries. I also want to make this clear to the population at home, anyone who thinks I'm a bad person because of things you've seen on the news. You take any average man off the street, and put him under 16 months of investigation from 3 different federal agencies, try to find every single conversation he's ever had, every person he's ever spoken to, every picture he's ever taken, every WhatsApp message he's ever sent, every email, everything, every bank transfer, all of it, and see what you find on that guy. What have they found on me? Nothing. If you put anybody under that level of scrutiny, you're gonna find something. And with me, they found basically nothing. I'm one of the cleanest people you can possibly walk past on the street. And for all this time, they've been trying to find more victims because they know they don't have a case. And they've been trying to just talk, Andrew's bad, Andrew's bad. Is anyone think Andrew's bad? Call this number. And nobody calls it. Every person they spoke to, 2,000 people DCALT called, every single one of them defended me. All. So there are no victims and there is no case. And there's nothing to find and nobody knew was gonna appear and none of it's real. So I don't have to lie. What do I have to lie about? Lies are very exhausting. One of the things people don't understand about lies is that it breaks the laws of physics. It takes a lot of energy to perpetuate a lie. If I put a lie out in there in the universe, you have to put a lot of energy into that lie to keep the lie alive. Look at COVID, how hard they had to lie all the time to keep the lie alive. I don't have the energy to do that. And the lie is that I'm a bad person. They've told the world that. They now have to find a way to continually try to pump energy into that lie, and that's why nobody believes it anymore. It's failing. Lies get exhausted, and as time goes on, the truth is revealed because the moral arc of the universe bends towards truth. The longer something goes on, the more likely you are to find the truth. And here we are after 16 months of investigation, at the end of my house arrest, after 9 months of incarceration, we're here with no victims. And the truth is coming clear to everybody at home. I've done nothing wrong. And then you have to ask yourself, if you want to ask interesting questions, is why did the Romanian state punish me so severely?
Why?
I don't know. Why did they put us in jail for so long? Why were we under house arrest for so long? I don't know. I can't answer that question, but I'm not going to be bitter about it. I'm not going to be upset about it. I'm going to understand that that was the decision Romania made. And if I respect the safety of this nation, which I do, I have to respect how the courts decide to keep the place safe. But the truth will be revealed in time.
Did you ever broke the law in Romania?
Well, if I broke the law, I'm sure it would be in the case file. They were following me for a very long time. I think I may have sped once. Take me to jail. Oops. I think I did 5 kilometers over the limit. But besides that, no, I have no reason to break the law. That's another thing that's interesting to me is that in the West, and I only understand the Western legal systems, we talk about motive. When there's a crime, there's a motive for the crime. Why did they commit the crime? Well, why did I commit this crime? I'm asking for the motive. Anybody at home with a logical brain to present to me the motive. I'm already very financially successful. I'm worth hundreds of millions of dollars. I have no need for money. I am very successful romantically. I have no need to anybody. So DCALT want you to believe that at the age of 35, as a very famous, well-known, world-traveled person with hundreds of millions of dollars, I decided to create a gang to then force women to do TikTok for money, which made no money. And I was going to force and hurt these women who say that I just told them how to post on TikTok and I've never hurt them. And I've done all of this for what? Why? I don't need money. I don't need to force women to do anything. It doesn't even make sense. Although you don't even have to be a legal professional. You can just be a logical thinking person and look at this guy and look at my case and go, well, he has no need to rape anybody. He doesn't need money. Why would he start doing this at 35? He was already successful. It doesn't make any sense.
If I'm going on your logic, someone has to be the beneficiary of this case.
Completely.
Who is?
Well, nobody. That's the thing. I didn't make a penny. According to DCALT themselves, I did not make one lei. Nobody made any money. I did this whole big crime for no money. Nobody made any money. I did all this crime when I was already rich with my friends who were saying that I never hurt them. Like, the whole thing is a logical fail. It's a logic fail. When you commit a crime, there's a goal, there's a purpose. What was the goal and purpose of my crime? Did I want to go to jail? Did I want 3 months in the DCALT Hilton?
There are 2 variants in your case. Guilty or not guilty?
Correct.
If you are not guilty, you've explained everything. If they will find you guilty, what will you do?
If they will find me guilty, then it's going to be very interesting for the world, because they're going to have to justify that, I hope, to a superior court, and they're going to have to justify that to the European Court of Human Rights. And we're going to see how deep the matrix runs. And as things come out and are exposed about my case and the insanity of it, we're going to have to find out how they can justify putting two brothers in jail with no witnesses on the stand. Please understand this. There's not a single girl who will take the stand against us. It's my brother and I, all of the victims on our side saying, hello, we're not victims. An empty stand for the state prosecution with nobody on their team. Nobody saying you're a victim, you're guilty, you're thing. And it's crazy. Consent. They've thrown the idea of consent out the window, which just doesn't even make sense. The difference between rape and sex with a partner is consent. If girls ask me to help them on TikTok and I help them on TikTok and they say, thank you for helping me on TikTok, and I say, no problem, I'll help you anytime you want. You can't then come along and say, she's a victim, he's guilty, and because he was so nice to her, because he's a nice man, he used the lover boy method. Think about how crazy that is. They're not saying I was evil and mean and forced them with force. They're saying I used the lover boy method because I was a nice man. So now if you're a polite man who helps somebody with something, it's the lover boy method.
But
and if the person themselves says, I asked for his help and he hasn't hurt me, she's still a victim and I'm still guilty and nobody's made any money and I have to go to jail.
Did you use the lover boy method?
What is the lover boy method? We just described how asinine that is. And if they're going to put me in jail based on what I just described, if they're going to find me guilty based on what I just described, that has far-reaching ramifications for the reputation of Romania and the justice system of Romania, for people's understanding of how dangerous the law can be used when it's weaponized, for people to have faith in the European Court of Justice, because I'm sure it will go all the way to the top. I don't see how they can put completely innocent men in jail. And that's the reason I'm saying I have faith in the Romanian judicial system, because I believe they'll do the right thing. I believe. People in other countries are saying, do you trust the judges? I'm saying, yes. I trust the Romanian judges do the right thing. And I know I've done nothing wrong. And I trust them. And I trust that over time, as we explain this case, we're going to be free to go. So you're asking me, how can we be found guilty? I can't imagine a scenario where that happened. It would be crazy and it'd be very scary. If you're a man at home today and you've given someone some advice, how to fix the tap, how to fix the light bulb, and you were nice and polite about it, you're the lover boy. Lover boy method. Somebody at home texts you, you're a man, you get a message. Hi, the light is broken. You say, hey, hope you're good. This is how you fix the light. Be careful, look after yourself. Now, DCOT come along and say, you have forced labor from this person by telling her she has to fix the light, but you did it in a nice way. So you did it with the lover boy method, because you didn't yell at her. You were very kind. So you used the lover boy method to charm her into fixing the light. Jail for you. And then when the person says no, I just asked him how to fix the light. I asked for his help. Quiet. You're a victim. Quiet. Here's a statement saying I'm not a victim. Ignore that. No, here's 10 statements they made saying they're not victims. They threw that out. No, you are a victim and he is bad and he used the lover boy method because the light is repaired. And it's scary because they can do this to anybody. They've done it to me now, but they can do it to any man they don't like. They can come along with this framework, these parameters of garbage, and wreck anybody. And not just Romania, any country can. And that's what's scary.
What about the accusations in UK on your name?
There are no accusations in UK. I have a civil case in UK. So in 2014, a girl I know told the police I hit her.
Did you?
No. She went to the police. The police threw the case away because they found text messages in her phone of her talking to her friend saying, I will lie about this, I'm going to tell them this, if they call you, you say this, planning it all. They took her phone off her and saw her planning it all in 2014, so they threw it all away. Garbage. When I was arrested here in Romania, that same girl decided to launch a civil case against me, not a criminal case, a civil case. They sent us a letter saying, I want $1 million. It's funny when you get rich, everyone wants money. It's interesting. For what? Because in 2014 you hit me. The police have already said I haven't hit you. But she sent me a letter saying that she will one day maybe sue me. Correct, she hasn't even sued me. I might sue you for $1 million in future. When you're rich, everyone's coming out the woodwork who wants money. Everybody. Every person I've ever known, people I went to school with, old friends, my cousin's cousin, every 5 minutes.
So money is all.
Well, people want money. It's hard out here. And now we have somebody else who saw me go to jail and thought this is a perfect time for me to try and get some money. It's stupid. And it's crazy, and there's no accusations against me.
Again, I have to look into your eyes and ask you, have you ever hit a woman?
That's a good question. I have, because I'm going to tell you the truth, because I'm a professional kickboxer and I've trained women. So yes, I have hit a woman in sparring. But in anger...
Beside that?
In anger, no. I don't need to, and I don't think that that's a constructive way to operate a relationship. And if I hit a woman, there would be serious physical evidence. I'm a big man, and I know how to hit. And the fact that these people...
Have you put anyone to hit a woman for you?
No. I don't need to operate in that frame, and my life is really not that way. I create my reality very heavily. All of the women I know and interact with are extremely smart, extremely respectful, extremely polite women. I'm not an idiot. I don't have scenarios where everyone's doing drugs and people are drunk and people are screaming. Not at all. My life is very calm. It's very normal. And there's no need for any kind of violence against anybody. I don't hit men at random either. I haven't hit any of my guys in my house or my friends or... Why?